welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Spring and today Machi and I are back with part 3 of our 3-part series of Introduction to Muay Thai. So for my guys who are looking to start Muay Thai, a little bit curious, you want to start some homework at home, or you want to kind of have a refresher after your trial class at your local gym, you come to the right video series. So just before we get started, we've got fans on, it's 30 degrees, it's really warm, so I'll try and speak up so you can still hear me clearly. Let's do a quick recap of the first 2 videos. I'll link them in the description below as well, so you guys can go check that out. Follow along, they're really short videos and it kind of flows nicely into our video today. So as the last part today, we're going to have a look at uppercuts today and also roundhouse kicks. Just before that, let's quickly recap everything, having a look at our Muay Thai stance. So in your orthodox stance, which is my stance, or your southpaw stance, up to you, just going straight into your rhythm step, okay? So nice and soft, moving around. So we had forward and backwards motions, so moving around your space, backwards, leading with that rear foot. Again, preferably you can shadow box in front of the mirror at your local gym or at home, just so you can see what your feet are doing. And we've got lateral steps as well. We did that last class in part 2, moving across, or moving to my rear side, across, laterally here. Okay, so that's just our basic footwork, forward, back, and then sideways. And we can add in angles in future videos as well. So looking at our punches so far, we've had jab cross, straight punches down the line, and we did hooks in our last class, hook and hook. Okay, one more time. So far we have stepping forward, don't forget your feet, always footwork with your punches. We got hook and hook, all right? And for the leg strikes so far, we have push kicks, nice and tall, teep. So just looking at striking to the center line into your belly, or your partner's opponent's belly here, pop, teep, and back, push kick, and back. So difference between push kick and knee straight away. My supporting leg here, push kick, it's flat. For my knees, nice and tall, yeah, coming up, heel off the ground after you initiate the step to start off the weapon or the technique. So same thing with your kicks. I'm going to be moving up. Today, similar to your knees for your roundhouse kicks, your heels stay off the ground. Don't want to see you guys kicking with a flat foot, all right? So recap with the push kick again. Thrusting through your hip, strike and back, or other side, teep and back. For your knees, initiating by stepping off the line. So quick reminder, stepping forward this way is not stepping off the line. Not a good way to initiate the step, stepping across, okay? So we're here, stepping across, knee, bop, straight down the line and back. When I'm kneeing, keeping my heel to my bum, point my toes, step up, drive, and back. So we had also elbows, stepping, hitting, stepping, and hitting with the point of the elbow. All right, last video today, let's have a look at our uppercuts and also our roundhouse kicks to the body. From here, let's go into your Muay Thai stance, please. So we're here, again, with that weight transfer, very similar to your hook, but this time I'm gonna drop a little bit lower. Yeah, so I'm gonna bend my knees and drop my weight down, and I'm gonna now, let's have a look at the lead side first, bring that hand straight up to the middle. So punching from my guard, down, and from there, traveling straight up to under my opponent's chin, okay? So from the side, I'm here, down, up, or rear side, down, up. So I have, again, that weight transfer to one side, sit my weight down, and as I unravel my body back to center, that's when I power up the strike. So with the hook, you don't want to circle the hand back towards you. It's more down, straight. Underneath the chin, wherever your opponent's guard is. So if someone's guard's like this, you want to come through, straight down the middle and up under the chin, lifting their head up. So let's practice the uppercuts from your striking stance. Down, up, and back, down, up. Yeah, so make it fluid now. One motion, sit into the uppercut. So again, uppercuts, like your hooks, we had 2 variations of this. Uppercut can be one like this, palm facing you, or even up like that. Yeah, so I have more of my thumb and the index finger facing myself, or just my palm. Okay, so squeeze that core, turn, sit, hit, and back, sit, hit, and back. So practice with a bit of footwork now, guys. Just both uppercuts, drop your weight down, and power straight up. When you finish the uppercut, shouldn't be losing your balance and your posture here. Just go back to what you started with. Here, nice strong stance, bent knees, sit and hit. Move around, pop, pop, pop. Okay, 2 more times. Uppercut, sit and hit, or sit and hit. Okay, now after the uppercuts, that kind of completes all the basic punches, so straight punches, hooks, and uppercuts. Let's have a look at our roundhouse kicks. Starting with the rear side first. So in your striking stance, when you take a little step out to your lead side, similar to your knee, right? So taking that step off the line. After that, I'm gonna push off my back foot and throw my hip. I'm almost like throwing my hip towards the target. Keeping this leg super relaxed, I'm gonna throw my hip to the target, and I'm gonna aim with the bottom part of my shin, this section here, onto my partner's ribs, okay? So that's the target for today. Someone about your height, visualize where that will be. You're hitting the shin bone, bam, straight across the ribs. Don't point your toes at the target, flex your toes down, just like how you have for the knee, same thing for the roundhouse kick. Okay, all that together, swing the arms like how I've been practicing for all our leg strikes, and let's put together a roundhouse kick. Machi. So we're stepping, move, kick. Okay, so going back to the point earlier in this video where we have heel coming off the ground, and I'm pivoting through, I'm letting my foot pivot so that I can kick through the target. I don't want to kind of just stop here and come back. Yeah, to power up the strike, I'm just going to imagine I'm going to slide straight through, I'm going to kick all the way through the ribs, kick, and back. Okay, so from the side here, soft movement, step, kick, all the way through. When you guys are shadow boxing your kick, try not to like stop the kick and then bring it back. When you're shadow boxing combinations or whatever it is, the start of the class and you're warming up, just really learn how to throw your hip and just pivot all the way through. And then the recovery later, just bring yourself back to center as quick as you can, okay? Again, roundhouse kick, step, lift, kick, all the way through. The more you can extend through the hip and exaggerate this movement and tighten this whole swing here, the stronger your kick will be. Strong through your supporting leg, relax through the kicking leg, and go for it. Step, kick. All right, from the side, let's do a couple more. Don't forget my initiation step across the line. I step and swing, up, all the way through. Again, step, swing. One more. Step, swing. All right? Okay, so that's your rear roundhouse kick. So again, roundhouse kick targets can vary. I can go across the arms, to the ribs, just above the hips, and of course to the head as well. Let's have a look at our lead side. So very similar to your switch knee, where we practice going into a switch first. So to power up for our lead side, I swap my legs. Now my lead side is my rear leg, okay? So here, swap. From there, I'm gonna kick all the way through my lead side, switch kick. So nice and smooth, you guys already know the switch. From there, switch, kick, all the way through, okay? Heel comes off the ground and I just pivot, nice and tall in that calf raise. Again, switch, kick. All right, find that rhythm, good timing. When you're ready, switch, kick. Bump. At the end of the kick, when I hit my target, let's say the target's here, shins out, arm goes here, hands here, nice and tight, okay? And of course the foot, heel off the ground. Couple more times. Soft knees, switch kick, up and back. Let's do two more switches. Rhythm, switch, up. Last one, move around your space and switch. Up and back. All right, so that kind of covers all the basic strikes that you'll see in your first couple of Muay Thai classes. I would say even like the first month or so, you'll be really focusing on polishing up these techniques, and I hope these videos help to kind of get you guys started or to remind you of the important points to think about when you're practicing these strikes. So there's so much to learn and so much to remember at the start. It's nice to just kind of have a refresher or have key points when you're practicing them. So let's say for today, I always want to remember, always come up for a calf raise on my knee, and I have that focus for the whole class. So have little focuses and goals for yourself so you can keep track of your Muay Thai progress. All right guys, so before we close it all up, let's have a look at some shadow boxing together. So I want you guys to move around your space. You have all the strikes to practice with now. I'm not going to give you guys too many cues, but I'll shadow box with you. Shadow boxing can be a little bit, not intimidating, but like a lot of people feel a little bit shy doing shadow boxing, so it's nice to kind of do it with someone to feel not so alone or like not so awkward. I like to shadow box in front of a mirror just to check what my feet are doing and also what my shoulders are doing, because I have a tendency of like shrugging up too much when I'm striking, and I'm just kind of forgetting how high to push up on my calves sometimes. So if you don't have a mirror at home, you're free to shadow box with me now. Let's just mix around all the strikes. Don't overthink it, but I want you guys to always think about rhythm. So I don't want to see you guys throw a strike and then just stop and like stiffen up your body. Move. While you're thinking, move. Or footwork. Little footsteps across and around. Okay, let's shadow box for a little bit before we close off this class and this series. Okay, timer on. Exhale as you strike. try and put the strikes together, different combinations. They don't have to make sense right now. They will later on as you progress. But for now, pop, you're just practicing your strikes. You know all these strikes now. How do you put it together? A little bit more, guys. Keep that movement going. And time. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy shadowboxing. Don't worry, you'll learn to love it as you progress in your Muay Thai. It's a great way just to kind of get in tune with your body, not just for a warm-up, but also for a cool down, to really feel where your weight is. When I'm learning a new technique or there's something that's not quite right on pads or in sparring, just always go back to your shadowboxing and try and feel where that little point is that's kind of giving like the weaker bits of your technique, so you can start improving it. Whether or not it's just your balance or the way that you're stepping or how you're distributing your weight on the ball of your foot, it'll all come out in shadowboxing. So I hope you guys learn to love shadowboxing. And that's it for the 3-part series, guys. So looking at all the basics, introducing you to Muay Thai, or if you're new to Muay Thai, remember kind of like going from first couple of classes and not knowing what was right or what was wrong and kind of needing like a refresher. So this series is more targeted for those people or those people new to Muay Thai, and you just want to kind of like do your homework at home and not feel like you're not improving every session or you're forgetting these key points from your coaches. So I hope that you really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.